How's it going, everybody? eCom Tom here with another video coming at you guys, and I already know why you clicked on this video, and the reason why you clicked is to see why or how you can increase your sales by 85% on Amazon. Sounds clickbaity, but it really is true, and you are looking at exactly the reason why 85% of the sales are made on Amazon. And before we get into that, please be sure to smash the like button. Let's try to get this video out to as many people because I know this topic is pretty all over the place. There's no one real answer to it, and there's always questions all over the Facebook groups about this topic. And what is this topic? This topic is, in fact, the buy box, the Amazon buy box, and everything about it. That's what this video is going to be about. If you don't know what the buy box is, you are, in fact, looking at it, and my cursor is right on it, actually. This is the buy box. The buy box is simply, well, first off, the buy box is where 85% of the sales are made on Amazon, and it's simply just the price and the seller of that price, of that item at that price. That is on Amazon at that given time. So Amazon will rotate through sellers that have this price or any other price out there that are also selling this item. So a lot of people go onto Amazon and think Amazon just has one seller or one person selling an item, and that is not true. This is a specific person that is selling this, and if you look right here, it'll say every listing has this, that there's 10 other people, new 10 from $25. So this person's selling it at $37.66, but there's somebody that's also selling something at $25. So why, you may ask, are they lower and they don't have the buy box? This is the person in the buy box. This person's name is Pure Filters Supply. So if it said somebody else's name, they would be in the buy box. Currently, Pure Filters Supply is the one that Amazon is showing on their website to buy this item. Most people that buy items are going to see this price, go $37.66, not price shop at all, not check if this item came from Walmart, because it clearly does come from Walmart, and then just click add to cart and buy it. Nobody really checks. That's why 85% of the people, of the sales on Amazon come from the buy box. Because if this is your item, if you were Pure Filter Supply for $37.66 at that moment, then you are the one that's going to be making 85% of the sales on that listing. You can click right here and see the other people and why they may or may not be having the buy box. And I'm going to go over all the reasons as to why you would get it and all the reasons why you wouldn't get it. But as you can tell, here's Pure Filter Supply. I'm guessing the person below him isn't doing so hot with the 0% positive feedback. I'm guessing that's why they don't have it. Just launched, and 55% positive feedback, and really just a new store right here. Only 3 total feedback here. So these are all factors to getting the buy box. If, say, eCom Nation was put into the buy box, then the price of the item would be $37.89, and it would say shipped and sold by eCom Nation down here, but it says Pure Filter Supply because that's who has the buy box. Is there listings that don't have the buy box? Yes, there are, and we're looking at one right now. There is no buy box here, so if, as a buyer, you would just come onto this listing and say, just click here, and then you'd have to actually find the sellers. That's why only 85% of the sales from Amazon come through the buy box, because some listings don't have buy boxes. Some people do go ahead and actually price shop and check elsewhere or check other sellers, and yeah, that's about that. So let's go into the PowerPoint that I made on how to get the buy box, a complete breakdown of it, the requirements, everything you need, and how to really increase your ability to be getting the buy box, because if you're not getting the buy box, you're not making sales on Amazon, or you're not making very many. So let's get into it. Let's go straight into my computer, and I'll see you inside. All right, so now that we know what the buy box is and how to figure out if the listing does even have one, now let's break down exactly why the buy box is so important on Amazon. So here we are inside of my computer in this PowerPoint, and right now the first point right here is 85% of Amazon sales come from the buy box. So that's absolutely huge. That's what this video is titled. That's what the thumbnail is about. It's absolutely huge. If you are not getting the buy box, you are missing out on 85% of your potential sales that you could have. If you do not get the buy box, you will not be... Anybody that gets the buy box a lot is sitting there going, wow, Amazon's so easy to make sales on. But if you are not getting the buy box, then you're not going to be saying that, because you will get so much less sales. And there's only going to be one buyer or one seller in the buy box at a time. So if you aren't that person, then you aren't making the sales on that listing, most likely. The buy box will rotate though. So if you are in competition or if you're in the running for the buy box, then you will have a chance to get the buy box at any given time. And that time frame, that percentage of the buy box rotation that you have is going to be dictated by a multitude of factors that we'll be talking about later on in this video. So most buyers don't do price research is one of the main things as to why the buy box, you don't have to be the lowest price, and why the buy box works the way it does. Most people will see the item. They'll go and say, first off, a lot of people that are buying items on Amazon think Amazon is the cheapest source out there, which is far from the truth, as you guys I'm sure know. And they'll go find the item on Amazon, see it right there. That's the buy box price. That's whoever's selling that item. Then they're going to go buy it and check out. They're not going to check to see if there was any prices lower than it. They're not going to go to check Walmart or anything like that. Some people do price check, but a lot of people, consumers, will go out and just buy straight off Amazon.com, whatever price the buy box says. I've been guilty of it many a times before. It's easy. It's convenient. Amazon remembers all your information. Might as well do it. You understand the website. It's easy. It's the easy thing to do. So that you want to make sure as a seller now, at least at the beginning, that you are only really going on FBM listings, which is fulfilled by merchant, which means that everybody else is a third-party seller just like you and me. And there's no Prime on the listing, and there's no Amazon in themselves selling on the listing. The main reasoning behind that is that Amazon, if Amazon's on that listing, there's pretty much no chance that you're going to get the buy box. There's a slight chance you could take the rotation. You could wait till Amazon goes out of stock, but it's very unlikely. And then also if there's Prime, it's kind of the same thing. If you're just starting out, somebody that has Prime is going to get the buy box over you. I have seen that if I'm on a Prime listing that has their item up extremely high in price, because Prime you can get a higher price for, and people will still buy it, it'll still be in the buy box. I have seen that if I'm listed a lot lower, like very low, I won't get the buy box, but some people will go onto the listing, click on the people that are selling it, and then buy from me. But still, it's not worthwhile really if you're just getting started. And the last point here is that the buy box is heavily influenced by price and a bunch of other factors that I'll be talking about in the next slide. So what are the requirements to get the buy box? There are, in fact, requirements. It's not just that you can start selling on Amazon and you automatically have the chance to even get the buy box. If you don't do some of these things correctly, you won't even have the ability to get the buy box. And you want to know that. So there's a myth out there where people say you can't get the buy box for the first 3 months. I don't believe that that's true. I've definitely gotten the buy box within the first 3 months of creating my account, that is. My roommate Jason has also done that too on one of his newer stealth accounts that he has. He has gotten the buy box within the first month. So that's just a myth, I believe. But you do need a professional seller's account. And that's why I think a lot of people, this myth came to fruition, is because if you don't have a professional seller's account, which costs $39.99 a month, then you won't even have the ability to get the buy box. So besides the fact that if you don't have a professional seller's account, Amazon hits you with a $1 extra fee on every sale. But the bigger issue here is that you literally can't even get the buy box, which is where 85% of the sales come from. So you're pretty much screwing yourself over if you don't have a professional seller's account. It's only $40 a month, and it's not like eBay where you need to pay an extra amount per month to get a certain amount of extra listings. It's unlimited listings once you pay $40 a month or $39.99. You also need to have your price within 5% of the person in the buy box, which is usually close to the lowest price. You need to be within 5% of that price. It says it on Amazon in their back end. If you're not within 5% of that price, then you're not even going to be in the running, and it's not even really worth being on that item. You're just kind of wasting space at that point. You must be buy box eligible on that item, which you can go into the back of your metrics and check and find out if you are buy box eligible, and we will cut to a clip of me showing that in a second. So that's pretty much one of the easiest ways to tell if you are eligible for the buy box, because Amazon is telling you if you are in fact eligible for the buy box on that. And also, you want to have good metrics. A lot of websites just say good metrics. Just make sure everything's in good standing. Really learn the metrics of Amazon. You don't want to be selling on a platform where you don't understand what is going on the platform, or how you can better yourself, how you can enable yourself to even get the buy box. You want to really take the time to learn the rules and figure all of that out. So in order to increase your odds of getting the buy box, so we've already checked, we've gone over all this, you've hit all the requirements. you have the ability to now be in the running for the buy box. This does not mean that you have it. There's only one person in at a time, and if there's 10 people on the listing and 5 of them are within the requirements, then all 5 of you guys have the opportunity to get the buy box at that given time. So what is going to increase your odds to give yourself a higher percentage chance of acquiring the buy box? So that's probably the number one issue that a lot of people have when they first get started, is they don't understand. Maybe they bought the professional seller account and everything, they've hit all the requirements, but they don't understand how to actually increase the likelihood of doing so. So first off, I always match my price with the lowest competitor's price. I don't undercut. There's a lot of undercutting going on Amazon. 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny. So if I set mine to undercut by 1 penny and somebody else sets theirs to undercut by 1 penny, then it really just starts a pricing war downwards, and you don't want to be doing that. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of effort, and it really just ruins the margins for the entire platform. So I just match the lowest price of the competitor. If there's somebody else out there doing the undercutting, I can't avoid that. But you know, at least I'm doing my part. So, and you want to match it to the lowest price to a certain profit percentage of whatever your item is. And there's software all out there that I teach inside of my Amazon course, which if you haven't heard of it, it's down in the description below. You can get a free, not a free trial, a $1 trial for the first 10 videos inside of the course. And that's for 7 days. So basically, you want to be matching the lowest competitor, and that's the buy box is pretty much 100%, or not 100%, but largely based off of price. So as long as you're the lowest price, then you should be at least hitting that metric here. So you want to have accurate but fast shipping and handling time. So number 2 most important thing is definitely the shipping and handling times. I've seen some people not really know what the shipping and handling times are, or not play strategically where they're setting just a base shipping and handling time. If you have one item or one supplier from an item, say you have a supplier that can get the items out in about 2 days, and then another one that can get it out in about 4 to 5 days, and you just want to cover them both because you're lazy with one overarching theme here, or one overarching just handling and shipping time, then you could just say, oh, well, we'll give it 7 days, and all the items will get there within 7 days, or they'll ship within 4 days, and then they'll get there within 3 more. That's not going to help you out on the items that will be able to get there faster. You want to have the most accurate and fast shipping and handling times, but you don't want to be saying, hey, I can get it in 2 days, and then not being able to get it in 2 days. So you want to make sure it's accurate, but also as quick as possible to get to this buyer. So sales volume, I've realized, is very key to success. Once you start selling more, you're going to be proving yourself to Amazon that you can handle these sales, you can handle all the volume that's coming at you, and they reward that by giving you more sales. So you're going to have the buy box more. As long as you're proving yourself, you have great customer service. You respond to every message within 24 hours. You have great just metrics in general. Everything's shipped and tracked on time. You're not getting issues, negative feedbacks from buyers. You're not getting A to Z claims left, right, and sideways. You're not getting IP complaints left, right, and sideways. Then you're going to be making more sales. And the more sales you keep making while still holding a great reputation on Amazon, it's going to just keep building and building on itself. That's why I've seen some people that will go put their store in vacation mode for whatever reason, and then come back to the same metrics that they had, but everything had kind of sat for a month. You start listing the same items, you're probably not going to be making the same sales you were before you put it in vacation mode. So that kind of already has been answered down here. So keep great metrics, keep good metrics. It's very important to be following every single thing. Just go into your metrics section of Amazon and check what are you messing up on? What could you improve on? Your tracking, valid tracking uploaded, anything like that. You really want to be staying on top of all of that. I check mine every single day, and there's a lot of things I don't check every day with eBay, but that is one thing that I check every single day with Amazon, because that is the most important. And you want to make sure your customer service is answered on time. Like I said already, Amazon does have a timer that they actually run for you, and you need to be answering all of it within 24 hours. It's not the biggest deal compared to price and shipping and handling times, but everything does help. And every little thing could help you increase your odds to get more and more of the buy box exposure, which should in turn get you more and more sales. So as I said, there is actually a way just to be able to tell right away on Amazon if you are buy box eligible. And all you need to do is, if you've already listed items up, is to go into your Seller Central, click on inventory, and once you see inventory, if you don't have it eligible, you do have to click and add the actual preference to your items here. So you want to click preferences, and mine says 11 columns. After you click that, you'll see these preferences right here, and you want to click buy box eligible. So then from there, you can go back to this page and you will see buy box eligible. Yes, 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 yes. You can see my price. I'm the lowest. I'm the lowest. I'm not the lowest price. There could be other people that are at the same price as me. But, you know, this one I'm 1 penny above the other person. I probably have the buy box. I'm 5 pennies above this person. Lowest, lowest, lowest. Lowest, but if I can't compete on the item for whatever reason, see, I'm at 132 here, and the lowest is at 102.69. I'm not buy box eligible. What a surprise. I'm not within 5% of the price of the item that's in the buy box, so I'm not buy box eligible. So if you scroll through and you see a bunch of no's, you're going to want to diagnose that issue and figure out what it is. Is it your price? Is it it's mainly probably price. Do you not have a professional seller's account? That's also a very large issue. So, I mean, that's about that. So just go through your listings. I mean, I wouldn't break down every single one. If some say no and you don't understand why, it's not the biggest issue as long as you're making sales and everything does seem to, for the most part, to be working properly. So let's go back into the PowerPoint and finish this video up. So in conclusion, price is extremely important. It's one of the most important parts about the buy box. You need to be getting you need to have a competitive price. If you're not even within 5% of the person in the buy box, you won't even hit all the requirements for even getting the buy box. So be sure to have a low and accurate price, but make sure that it's not so low that you're just like selling with 1 to 2% margin. It's not worthwhile, but make sure that you are in the ballpark. You want to be in the ballpark, but don't accept anything wildly low for margins consistently. Don't skimp on your customer service. This is one of the major things that really helps me run an efficient business, is having great customer service, less issues, less negative feedbacks, less A to Z claims, less just hassle and struggle altogether. And one thing about Amazon is customers definitely don't like to answer their messages as much as on eBay. I don't even know if they know how to find their messages. I quite frankly wouldn't know how to either. It's very hard to communicate with a buyer on Amazon. So you want to make sure that you're answering all of their questions before they ask their questions, because if they leave you a negative feedback, it's a lot harder to remove on Amazon than it is on eBay. Handling time is the second most important major factor here. Make sure your handling and shipping time is very accurate and always try to abide by it. I mean, if you slip up every once in a while, that's fine, but you really want to be making sure that you are hitting all your metrics on time. Sacrifice at first to get the buy box. And what I mean by this is you want to possibly lower your prices to the very lowest. No, I'm not even going to say it. Just lower your prices as low as possible. If you say, all right, I want to only accept 15% front end margin, and you just get started, why not accept a 7% front end margin to start making sales? And then from there, you're going to be building more just sales velocity, sales history. You're getting feedback. You're getting everything that you need to run a great account. And then from there, possibly raise your lowest possible margin, and you'll still be making sales. But if you keep lowering your price, then you're going to force sales in your direction when you first get started. And start profiting today. So check down below. For $1, you can get access to the first 10 videos of my Amazon dropshipping course. It's over 80 videos long and almost 16 hours of content. I believe it's 15 hours and like 45 minutes. It's a lot of me talking and my business partner, Jason, talking, but it's great material. We have almost 100 students already and they're loving it. So take action. Just learn everything you can, whether it's getting the $1 free trial, whether it's watching all my other Amazon my other Amazon videos on YouTube. Just go out there, take action, and start profiting on Amazon today, because the sky's the limit on Amazon, and it really is a great opportunity you cannot be missing out on. So in conclusion, please post any questions you have below. If I missed anything, I feel like the buy box is more of an art than it is actually 100% a science. And there's a lot of other people out there that say this and say that, and just post any questions or comments below of something that you've heard that you might be confused on, or if you have any other questions about other metrics that might affect the buy box. I'm sure I missed some sort of something in this video. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Let's get this video out to as many people as possible so they can learn about Amazon and start making sales, because 85% of the sales come through the buy box. If you're not getting it, you're not going to be selling anywhere close to what you could be. And make sure once you subscribe to hit the bell notification button. It is the only way you will get notified of a video like this when I post them online. So thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.